It's the Mustang Insider Show.
What's going on, Mustang fans? This is another edition of the Mustang Insider. I'm Chris Sylvester. Great time of year. We're finally getting out of that rare Central Coast winter weather. Spring sports are in full swing. Tennis is underway. Baseball, softball getting into the middle part of their conference seasons. But let's not forget about the quickly approaching fall seasons. Yeah, I know we've got the rest of the spring to get through. We've got the summertime to get through. But we're already thinking a little bit of football. Cal Poly spring football opened up this past Tuesday at Door Family Field, and it's a new era for Cal Poly football. Paul Wolf elevated the head coach back in late November. He was the offensive line coach each of the last 3 seasons. Really excited to see what he can do at the helm of the program. We're also excited to see the Mustangs' new play caller. Their new offensive coordinator also works with the running backs, Sheldon Cross. Previously an offensive coordinator at Idaho State, a very successful high school head coach up at Kennedy Catholic in the Pacific Northwest. And we're going to chat with him about what the Mustang offense might look like come opening day on September 2nd against the University of San Diego. There's 6 home games this season, lots to be excited about, as well as some key additions that Cal Poly made through recruiting and the transfer portal. But before we get to talking some Cal Poly football, we'd like to remind you that Dignity Health is offering all-star treatment that you can trust. Learn more about their healthcare services at dignityhealth.org/Central Coast. And Grocery Outlet. There's not a better place to shop than Grocery Outlet. They've got sizzling fajitas, hearty beef sliders, bite-sized mini taco cups, and a mouth-watering Southwest chicken bowl. They've got healthy options. They've got yummy options. Mustang fans, you won't want to miss these dishes in the Grocery Outlet Mustang Tailgater recipe book. Get all your fresh ingredients at Grocery Outlet's San Luis Obispo store on Madonna Road. Feast on these yummy tailgating favorites before a game or at home. Download the Mustang Tailgater booklet today on gopoly.com/publications. All right, our guest on the Mustang Insider is Cal Poly offensive coordinator embarking on his first season with the Mustangs, Coach Sheldon Cross. Hey, thanks for taking some time out of your schedule. You guys are starting to get busy now with the recruiting season, at least for filling this next year's roster out kind of behind you. It's time for spring ball. How exciting has it been to just be on the gridiron with the guys and be able to get everybody together?
No, it's been awesome. Starting the Paul Wolf era, being able to get here and work with Coach Wolf again. It's been amazing. What an amazing university. These guys have done a great job, recruiting these last few years. You can see that this is an energetic, up and coming football team. And I think it's a sleeping giant. I think this is just got amazing things happening right now, and get back and do spring ball. And I finally get a chance to coach these guys. I mean, being here for 3 months and seeing them in the weight room is one thing, but being on the football field and being able to really coach them and watch film again. And it's been awesome. I mean, it's an exciting time to be a Mustang. And I think this football program is just, the sky's the limit on this thing.
We got the spring game coming up, the final Saturday, April 28th this month. And I know fans are excited to get their first look at the Mustangs under Paul Wolf, and the Mustangs with you at the controls of the play calling. Now, you're no stranger to the FCS, offensive coordinator at Idaho State, so you're familiar with the Big Sky Conference. Spent some time at Illinois State as well. Spent the previous 4 seasons at Kennedy Catholic High School as a head coach up in Washington. Why was Cal Poly the right fit for you to get back into college football?
No, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I knew that the minute that Coach Wolf was going to get announced, the minute that there was a possibility that he was going to be the head coach here, I knew that immediately I texted Coach Wolf and I said, "Hey, if you want me there in SLO, I'll be there tomorrow." And you have to be really intentional about this college football thing and understand, when you're a college football coach, it's like buying stock. The stock that you want to buy and when you want to buy it, and I'm not really actually into the stock market, but the analogy makes sense to me. And that I knew, speaking to Coach Wolf on the phone, he said, "Look, this is a really good program on the rise. This is a young team that has obviously gone through some new transitioning these last few years with Coach Baldwin, from the Coach Walsh era, and transitioning from the triple option to some spread passing stuff. And I knew, with my love for Coach Wolf and just and how much I admire him and know his vision, and I believe in his vision. And I knew if I'm going to get back into the college game, it's going to be for a head coach that I care about and I trust, and and someone that would trust me, and in a great setting, in a great situation, especially one that's up and coming. This thing is a sleeping giant here. This is, this place, this town, this area, this region of the country. This is one of the most beautiful places in the world. And when you have a chance to, and obviously Coach has trusted me to come in and install this offense that I believe in with all my heart, and create a tough culture on offense, and just keep continuing to be tough, but also really tough to defend and entertaining for fans. I thought about it every day. My entire time coaching at Kennedy Catholic, I knew if this opportunity arose, and when it did, I jumped on it, and I couldn't be more happy to be here.
Now, you were an offensive grad assistant under Paul Wolf at Eastern Washington back in 2010. Is that right?
At Washington State.
At Washington State.
Yeah,
so after he left Eastern and got the Washington State job,
yeah,
you were an offensive grad assistant, so you're familiar with Coach Wolf. You guys go back quite a while. At what point, I know you mentioned that you sent him a text right when you found out that he was going to be elevated to the head coach position here, but at what point did you guys connect about the offensive coordinator job?
Yeah, I think immediately, it's funny, right when it was officially announced that Coach Wolf was going to be the head coach here, I was actually at Disneyland with my family, and down in LA, and I sent him a text and I said, hey, look, if you need me to drive up to SLO, I'll drive up right now. And he said, no, we'll talk about it. And it started the process of I think he needed to figure out what direction he wanted to go offensively, and what did he want to do. And I think that just given our history, and given, we've been very fortunate enough. I think we started to do some really good things at Washington State, and then I ventured off and coached at a few different places since then. And I think he kind of looked at the track record of scoring a lot of points and being entertaining on offense. And I think more than anything, this is a chance. Coach has thought about the next time he was going to be a head coach for a long time, and that identity of what kind of identity do we want to have, And I think it starts from, this entertainment, being an entertaining brand of football, and having toughness to it, and creating a physicality at the line of scrimmage. But, talking to Coach, we completely align offensively, and we have a lot of the same, ties, in the coaching profession, a lot of close mutual friends, and I think that aligned. When we discussed what it is that he wanted to do, it perfectly matched. I could not have found a better scenario to come back and be an offensive coordinator again. And so I knew immediately when we talked. Every time we talked, it got better and better, and I knew the minute that it was gonna align, that I was gonna accept that position. And it's, you don't in this college profession, you don't take those decisions lightly. And your family, I have a wife and two kids, and you can't just make a decision for yourself. And so my wife, knowing Coach Wolf and Sherry, it made it so easy, and since the day we got here, meeting this staff and meeting a lot of the coaches that were already here, and kind of getting to know them, it's been a perfect match. Coach Meyer, Coach Petrie, Coach Jackson on our offense, Coach Everett Thompson, and then with the addition of Ryan Payne and Brandon Gibson, I can't even imagine a better offensive staff in America. And I'll be honest with you, getting to know our defense, our defensive staff has been I think our defensive staff is one of the top-notch ones in America as well. And this could not be a better scenario to coach football.
You brought some of that Pacific Northwest weather with you. I mean, we got some record rain in the area the last couple months? I know you've probably spent a lot of time indoors in the office, kind of getting to know everybody and getting to know your personnel. But what are some other things around the area that you've found yourself doing in your free time?
Well, it's amazing. I'll tell you what. I mean, the sun up there in Seattle, you don't get the sun, and the first thing that we've joked about too is we have the best beaches in the Big Sky, right? So getting on Twitter and tweeting out some of these sunsets and some of these beaches, and getting to travel around a little bit. What a wonderful area for food and just a wonderful. But my wife has been totally happy with it. The kids love it down here. No, it's been great. It's been great, and I'll tell you what, this is warm weather. This is warm weather, and being on that practice field these past 2 days and having that sun, you can't get better weather. This is definitely the best weather in the Big Sky by a million. I can tell you that, having coached against and been in every city in the Big Sky. There's not even a question about this being the best weather and the best setting too.
Yeah, not even close. Even our California mates up at Sac State and Davis, they're inland quite a way, so they have to deal with fall camp in triple digit degree weather. Now, not only are you the offensive coordinator here at Cal Poly, but you also coach the running backs here. It's early. I know you guys are only a couple of days into spring ball, but give me your thoughts on that position group. I know Coach Wolf mentioned he'd like to get more physical in the run game, something Cal Poly had kind of been missing the last few years.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's a great group of backs, and we're getting to know them on a daily basis. Brandon Gibson is doing a great job of we're working together, and he's really taken the lead on coaching those backs. But they're all talented, and they're all very unique in their own ways, but they all bring a lot of toughness to the table. And I think more than anything, this game of football is won at the line of scrimmage, and it's won with toughness. And you can be a team that throws for 1,000,000 yards, but you got to run the football to win games and close out games. And we have the backs to do that, and we have the line to do that. And so it's been good. I mean, it's been good to see these first 2 days, and obviously seeing some of the runs and seeing some of the progression there. And then we put pads on tomorrow, and it'll be our first time with full pads on, and we just kind of keep taking steps. But it's a mindset that we're trying to really hammer home. It's a championship mindset on a daily basis, and being physical at the line of scrimmage and being physical running the football. And it starts up front with the line, but the tailbacks and the decisions they make and being physical. And but it's a great group, and I guarantee that the Mustang fans will love them.
No, it sounds like a good group that you have there at tailback. Looks like a lot of guys who have experience here at Cal Poly will have a chance to get significant carries this fall. I think a lot of fans' questions are regarding who they might be flanking this fall. And I think that's a question that many around here are curious to learn. Now, I talked to Coach Wolf a few weeks ago. He's not going to name a starter after spring ball. He's going to keep the competition open till you get closer and closer to that week 1 matchup with San Diego. But obviously you're very familiar with Sam Heward. Jaden Jones is getting healthy. He showed a lot of promise early last season before the injury. How do you evaluate your signal callers a few days here into spring ball?
No, I think they've done a good job. I mean, I think they've all had a great energy. They've all had a great attitude about a new system coming in. And I like every one of them. It's funny. You can't have enough good quarterbacks. I mean, if you're going to win a lot of ball games, if you're going to win championships, you got to have multiple play callers, and you got to develop the quarterback position really. And more than anything, that aligning with Coach Wolf in our vision to develop multiple quarterbacks and get them ready to go. And it's been exciting. I mean, I think if you came to, if someone were to come to watch one of our practices, they would see that we have multiple really good quarterbacks that are all kind of same thing as the running backs. They kind of have their unique things, and they're all kind of, they have their unique things that they're good at, and but they're all picking up the offense, and it's been fun. I think they would say that they really love it so far. And, we're going to be an execution-based offense. We're going to be really good at what we do, and we're going to have a true identity. And we're going to use all 53 and a third yards. We're going to be balanced. We're going to be one that's hard to defend. We're going to spread the field, and and have an ability to throw it 50 times if we had to, or run it 50 times if we had to. And obviously, in full disclosure, keeping defenses off balance and really taking what they're going to give. And we're going to be good at both, and we're going to be good in the screen game. And but obviously, like, to win championships, you certainly, you want to be good up front. You want to have a good physical run game, but you really want to be good at quarterback. And I can't say enough about seeing what we've watched these first few days of spring football and the excitement and how good I think we're going to get at quarterback. I think we're going to be really, really good. And I don't think there's any reason why this isn't the destination for quarterbacks. Cal Poly should be the destination for quarterbacks in America, especially, moving forward. It's going to be something that, obviously, Sam being a quarterback in the Pac-12 and saying, hey, this is what I want to do. It says a lot about this place. I mean, that's a big message for all the Mustang fans to understand, is what it says about this university and how up and coming this football program is, and the guys that are already here. And it's exciting. And because when players like that and other guys that have seen this place, they see why we're going to be good. And it's something that it's really easy to want to join this thing. So, but I'm excited about the Qs, and we're just going to keep getting better.
Sheldon Cross, Cal Poly's new offensive coordinator, embarking on his first season with the Mustangs, is our guest. Cal Poly spring football is underway. The spring game set for April 28th at Mustang Memorial Field. What makes Sam Heward such a special talent? I know you coached him at the high school level. You mentioned Pac-12 for a few years. Washington had him held in very highly regards. Michael Penix comes back. That opens up an opportunity. He wants to play. You don't blame him, right? No senior year, a couple of redshirt years there at Washington. This guy, not only is he eager to have this new opportunity at Cal Poly, he's just eager to get out on the football field. What made him that five-star talent, that highly coveted talent coming out of high school? And do you feel like that talent is going to translate well to this level with a consistent opportunity, perhaps, if he does win this battle?
Yeah, no, it starts with his mindset. He's got a phenomenal mindset. He's a phenomenal young person. And he's he plays with great anticipation, talented arm. He's accurate. He gets the ball out. More than anything else, when you watch really good quarterbacks, they have a plan in their mind and they know where they're going with the football. But he can go through his progression fast, and he can get that thing out, and he can sling that thing now. I mean, I think his best attribute is his deep ball. He can throw vertically down the field really well, probably as good as anyone in the country. And that was definitely seen, in high school. And he had a phenomenal spring game last year at the University of Washington. And and it's just kind of one of those things in college football now. In 2023, it's a musical chairs of quarterbacks, and I think quarterbacks have to think outside the box, and they have to think like, okay, what system's going to fit me? What's a great fit for me? And hats off to him for coming down and taking a leap of faith and coming down on a visit here to Cal Poly and meeting Coach Wolf and our whole staff, and Coach Meyer, who coaches our quarterbacks, and him falling in love with this place, and him really liking it down here. And his parents were on their visit, and they love it down here. They didn't want to go back to Washington. I can envision them being at every game and wanted to come watch him play. And but no, he's got that it factor, and it'll be something that he's already really proud of being a Mustang, and excited to compete on a daily basis and have a good relationship with the other quarterbacks. And he's just trying to get better. He loves the classes already, and he's it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to just keep going and getting better every day, and just seeing the growth of him and the other quarterbacks. But no, he's big time, and it says a lot. Once again, it says a lot about Cal Poly that such big time players want to play here, and they always will.
Well, again, the spring game set for April 29th, the last Saturday of the month. If there are some things you'd like to see this group make improvements on between now and then, what is it?
I just want to compete, on a championship mindset, championship behaviors. We want to compete on a daily basis to get better, to be the best we can be. And, we want to obviously keep getting better up front, and keep having a physical run game and a physical mindset at the line of scrimmage, and just keep getting better at understanding our system and getting really good at executing it. just keep executing at a high level, and more than anything, want to encourage fans to come on out, especially that spring football game, and come see a new offense and a new energy, and hope the plan is to be entertaining and something that Mustang fans can be proud of, and get back to just competing on a relentless level, and something on Saturdays to look forward to, and bringing the family out.
Well, we are already counting down to week 1. It's a home-heavy schedule. 6 of the 11 will be right here in San Luis Obispo. I know that's something you guys want to take advantage of in this 2023 season. Sheldon Cross, Coach, thanks so much for taking some time to get to know us a little bit here on the fan side of things. And I'm sure fans are going to grow to love not only your play calling, but some of the guys that'll be down on the field entertaining and getting those bodies back in the seats at Dignity Health Mustang Memorial Field.
Thank you, Chris.
This has been the Mustang Insider Show. The preceding has been a Learfield's presentation on the Cal Poly Sports Network.